Hello, I hope everyone is doing well. Welcome back to my channel, Movie Junkie, and today I'll be doing a review on the TV show deb'shouser&b, Rocky Road. This episode was about being on the road of your journey of being successful. You're going to have a rocky road. During the rocky road is about changing your mindset to develop self-confidence and having strong faith, to believe in yourself to accomplish your goals in life. It is media day today, and the ladies are at the house praying on their safe return because they have to go to Hot 97 and interview with DJ Drewski. Yes, that Drewski. The one that had Bianca crashing on Love and Hip Hop. And Miss Deb chose DJ Drewski because she liked his interviewing skills. There's no better person to interview these ladies. And Miss Deb want to sit in and observe these ladies and to see how do they handle pressure when they're being interviewed. Drewski asked Miss Deb, what is the difference between a rapper and an R&B artist? And Miss Deb says that R&B was her first love. That's where she first started. How she got her foot in the door of being a manager. The ladies come and they sit down, and Drewski start right away. He asked the ladies one by one to introduce themselves, and that's what the ladies did. And he had them sing. Each lady did an excellent job. But there's something about Kimberly's voice that is totally different. I don't care what nobody say. Kimberly's voice is different from the other ladies, even though everybody can sing. In my opinion, Kimberly's voice is powerful and healing. Her voice is like the light in the darkness. Like if you're a person who's lost and can't find your way and you struggling against all principalities in this world. And to me, if you listen to Kimberly's voice, her voice is like something you'll find your way back. Your normal self. That's just my opinion. To me, Kimberly has a healing voice when she sings. Drewski asked the ladies about the drama in the house. And Kimberly said, yes, there's drama in the house with all these different ladies. And he asked them, how do you handle the heated arguments in the house? Ashley says, yes, this is a competition, but we all want to win. But sometimes you got to take a step back because you're here for yourself. It's about you and growing. So basically, Ashley is saying that you have to reflect on yourself and grow through the process. Realize it's not about them. It's about you in the competition and that you want to win. You are here for a reason. You're here to accomplish your goal. You're here to get through the hurdles, which is the competition, so you could win at the end of the tunnel. Which that is the light to be the winner. Miss Deb seems to be impressed about Ashley stepping up and speaking. And then he asks, how do you balance your work life in this competition and everything else? And Ashley says she has helped the two kids over her father. And also, that is a big growth because the other father of the son was never in his life. And now the father is beginning to step up. And I'm glad the son of the father is stepping up because every child needs their mother and their father. Because I really don't understand parents who neglect their children knowing that's your seed is nobody else's seed. Especially if you know, willingly know, and there's no protest that is not your seed, take care of your kids. I never understood parents who know and willingly know those are their children and you neglect your kids. Especially that kid is a part of you. A part of you? And you gonna neglect that's something that's part of you? It's always crazy to me. And they willing to take care of other people's children, but not their own. That's always been bizarre to me. And Drewski expresses that the point of being a R&B artist that you could draw from your own pain to write your song. Sometimes rappers is rapping about other people's experience, and they really have not experienced it. So basically, sometimes rappers be capping and R&B be going through it. You know what I'm saying? And Kimberly made an eye-opening statement, and it was very sad. She was molested by her mother's boyfriend at an early age. And when she went to jail, her mother raised her children, and the mother turned her kids against her. So Kimberly do not have support. I had no idea that Kimberly went through that, and that's very sad to hear. But I said since she been through that, I feel like Kimberly still need therapy, because I feel like she's still holding on to her past. And that's why she says she cannot look herself in the mirror sometimes due to her trauma. And I said we all go through trauma, whether it's small trauma, a big trauma. But the end of the day is to heal. You don't want that stuck on you, because you can't grow. Trauma is like a cancer, and it will make you sick. I like anybody that's going through anything. Get the healing you need, the proper healing you need, with the proper steps that you need to do it to, so you can get healthy and whole again. Because you don't need to be holding on to that trauma. I feel like holding on to trauma, it kills you. It kills everything. It eats you up. And you want to be like a healthy plant, growing, shining, with beautiful skin, living your best life. And you can't do that if you holding on to trauma. So Drewski asked Amber how she been handling it in the house, and Amber said she was handling it pretty well. And Miss Deb was not here for it. She's supposed to be a fly on the wall, but instead she interrupted and called Amber out, saying you wasn't handling anything very well, giving flashbacks to her crying and throwing daggone tantrum. And she said, yeah, that's part of life, your journey. You gonna go through hiccups. The point is, I'm gonna still keep it going, keep grinding, keep moving, keep shaking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I threw some tantrums from here and from time to time. But I'm still gonna get my work done at the end of the day. But I like, Amber wasn't really being truthfully honest. Sometimes she tried to keep it like she got it together, but girl, you was a hot mess. I don't know if she's like that in real life, but on the show, you was a hot mess. And as a person, I would not want to work with anybody like Amber. I'm sorry. Cause how you gonna work with somebody if they keep boo-hooing? To each his own. Some people could work with somebody like that. I don't think I could do that. This is my opinion. Debs, in her confession, says that you want to be open and honest on the radio station because you want to be transparent with your audience. You don't know who's going to connect with you, who might have been through what you've been through, and you can help heal somebody if you tell your truth. And if somebody spread a little lie, you could get ahead of it instead of making the rumors worse than what it is. Where she had to clean up little rumors that got big, and they could have been handled from the jump. Amber says she has been bullied, and she suffered from depression where she wanna end her life. But I said that if her depression is that bad, she shouldn't be on a competition show. She needs to be in a mental institution. Because we can't have people who's not fully healed walking around wanting to end their life. To me, she needs to be in a healthcare with supervision, if you ask me. Amber expresses that Miss Dab is the first one to see her. She has been bullied, and she suffers from high function autism, and she feel like she now being seen by Miss Deb. And I said I have so many questions. I'm like, how? Wouldn't your parents first be the first one to see you, to listen to you, to hear you, to be your support team? Because they're your parents and they gotta be supportive to get you through life. And I'm like, wouldn't the teacher be the second person to be supportive, to hear you, to see you, and to know that you are important enough to be here? And also a therapist, because wouldn't her parents would get her the help at a younger age, knowing that she has autism? If she has autism and she doing this as an adult, I'm trying to imagine how she was as a kid. Was she doing these same things as a child? I'm like, you just now developed this as a child, or has she been doing this as a kid? Because anyway, if you have autism, the behavior should have been there since the beginning as a kid, as an adult as well. Things should have not changed. Was she wearing shades as a kid? I'm just trying to figure this out. Like, was she crying as a kid as well? I'm like, everybody experienced bullying, but that's the purpose of your parent teaching you how to stand up for yourself. Don't take nobody bullying you. And sometimes you just gotta get physical. It is what it is. You're gonna let people bully you, they're gonna continue to bully you. If you don't stand up for yourself and let them know I'm not taking this no more, then they'll get the message and back off. If you send the right message. You heard? So Audrey expressed that she has a legend in her family, and it's pressure for her because she has to live up to that legendary legend who sings, okay? And they expect more from her because she is from the Holloway family, okay? And she comes from family of both sides of her family that are musical from the father and mother. And it's a lot of pressure. She's seen what happened in the industry. She knows what to expect from the industry. And she just want to win, baby. I know that's right. Audrey just want to win. Miss Deb is being messy herself because she discloses that Kimberly didn't even audition for this competition, okay? She did not audition for this competition. They heard her singing gospel and they sent her an invite to be on this show. That proves to me Kimberly's voice is powerful. When somebody hear you singing and you didn't even apply to the daggone show and somebody send you an invite to the show, that's how you know you got it, mama. Kimberly's voice is different. I don't care what nobody say. Her voice is different. To me, it's healing. Because when I hear her voice, it does something to my soul. So I don't know about you. Drewski was coming off a little bit disrespectful to Miss Kimberly. At the end of the day, Miss Kimberly was like, she did not really appreciate it, but she handled it well. But at the end of the day, he was doing his job. That's what radio personality do. They sometimes cross the line. They do it to a lot of celebrities. And that is the purpose of speaking up and saying, hey, you crossing the line. I don't appreciate what you're saying. You need to, change your tone. By the disrespect, he was like, oh, you don't think you too old to be here because you have enough experience? You don't think the ladies think you should not be here? In the end, Kimberly responded good. She said, I am never too old. Long as I got breath in my lungs, I will sing. Because that's what she was gifted to do. You're never too old to accomplish what you want in life, especially if that is your dream. And I thought Kimberly answered that very well. But sometimes I question Kimberly. I sure do question Kimberly. Because sometimes she seems like she tough, and then some minutes she seems like she weak. That's a human response. Sometimes we got strength and sometimes we weak. It happens. It's human. It's life. Miss Dad invites Drewski to the black and white ball for the finalists to see who's going to be the competition. And he's ready to pull up and come up to see all about it. You heard? The ladies are back at the house and they basically talk about their experience at the radio station. And a guest pop up, Rocky, the winner from last season, season 1. And she is from Philly. I like Philly in the house. I definitely rock with Philly. I said Rocky seemed really cool. She seemed like she down to earth. And she seemed like a cool chick that could be your hype man. She'll hype you up yo. She seemed very down to earth. And she was giving the ladies great advice. Don't listen to people. Believe in yourself. Have self-confidence. Because people would tear you down, honey, to the ground. They would tear you down. They would try to rip your self-esteem out of your soul, honey. Yes, they will try to do. They'll try to beat you down to the ground. She said, don't let them get to you. Don't let them get to you. And she said, start somewhere, even if the stage is small, so you can get your beginnings. And Ashley made a joke, said after she win, that she will be doing shows. And I said, do you think Ashley will win? I think Amber is not going to win this show. They make it seem like Amber is going to win, but she's not going to win. I really think Ashley might be the winner. Rocky gives them a challenge. They have to do a 5-minute hook. And whoever wins the best, honey, they will win a feature on her song. I think that is great. That is phenomenal. But I said, when her song blow up, you get royalties off that daggone song now. And get your written credit to the song too. You write your own feature. I don't know how this works. I don't know nothing about the music industry. I hear artists complaining how they don't get the credit for the song, how they don't get the royalties or something. Child, it's always something about they crying about something about these daggone songs. So you make sure your paperwork is in order, you get paid, you get royalties, and you get a written credit. That's all I'm saying. Let me tell you something. All the ladies did well, but did you hear Kimberly? Did you hear Kimberly's voice? I said her voice is a blessing. So when she sung, it done something to me. And not only did she sing, she did a run on it. I said, girl, you better go ahead. Kimberly is bad to me. I don't care what nobody say. She is bad. By connecting with the ladies, she asked the ladies who been to jail. And Chad actually been to jail. But when Kimberly said she been to jail, she said she stabbed her baby daddy. I said, not stabbed the baby daddy, Chad. She is not that person anymore. I can't tell because she like, you don't want me to resort back to my old ways. Kimberly is a mess, I tell you. So Kimberly wins the challenge. And I think it was well deserved. It was well deserved. She did that. Audrey checks in with Ashley to see how she feeling, how she balances this competition. And she says she's doing well. Her girlfriend helps her out. I guess she got a girlfriend. If it wasn't for her girlfriend, she wouldn't be where she is. And she is so grateful. I'm glad she's grateful for her partner. She happy with her partner. And Audrey is like, I don't know how I would have made it because balancing work, school, and a job. I'm like, these people gotta work and do competition. I'm confused. You working and doing the competition? How is that possible? I don't think they probably took some time off to do this competition. I'm like, how are y'all working if y'all live in a different state? That's like, how is that even possible? Child, it makes no sense. I don't know what the hell they talking about. Ashley was actually confused because she said she didn't know that Kimberly did not audition for the show. And she actually got an invite. So I'm like, what does it matter? She on the show. Doesn't matter how she got on the show. She on the show. Kimberly can actually sing. I think she's gifted. I think all these ladies are talented. But there's something about Kimberly's voice that it moves. It moves, honey. And I think her voice is versatile. She doesn't just sing one way. And I think that's what Cisco was saying. She's singing R&B and gospel at the same time. Her voice is versatile. She doesn't just sing one straight way like Amber. Amber sings only one way. And a lot of these ladies sing one way. And they better put her on Rocky feature too. Because let me tell you, my girl said she leaving the goddamn house. I said, what is going on now? Kimberly got in contact with producers and said that she is leaving the house. She got to go, and she got to go now. The producer said, you deserve to explain to why you are leaving. And Kimberly did not want to do that. And some people might be confused why she leaving. They think Daisha has gotten to her ear. But I think it's otherwise. I think Miss Kimberly is telling the truth. I think she applied for another show, but she did not hear from the other show. And since Miss Dab heard her sing, she had gotten an invitation onto the show. Since she wasn't doing anything, she had received this opportunity. Now, the next best opportunity has come. Now she want to leave this show to go to the other show. I believe there is a show. I have never heard of the show. The show that she want to go on is more up her alley, gospel. And I believe her because Miss Deb said she heard her singing gospel. And out of Miss Kimberly's mouth, that she said she never heard of this show or applied to the show. She had gotten an invite to be on the show. I understand Kimberly and Miss Deb, their frustration. Because I said, Miss Deb said, why did you even take the slot? You wasted people's time being here. If you didn't want to do R&B, why even come? She could have denied the invite, taken away another person's slot who could have benefited from this. So I understand Miss Deb's frustration. And I also understand Kimberly too. She worked the opportunity until a better opportunity came along. And a lot of people do this. Even 9 to 5, they work a job they don't like until another better job comes. We all have done this. So I get both situations. I feel like Kimberly called Deja to get confirmation that she should go to the other show. But the ladies is saying, why now? Even Rocky was like, why you leaving now? It's only 4 y'all. You come so close. I'm like, why can't Kimberly do both shows? She can't do Miss Deb and the gospel show. But I said 2 checks is better than 1. Get your money, girl. Miss Deb was upset and mad. She was angry. But I could have sworn she said that she wanted to send Ashley home. Is that me? She was like, I should have followed my gut. I was gonna send Ashley home. I don't know if that's what she said, but that's what it sounded like she said. And she said I could have kept AJ. I don't know. She told Kimberly to pack her bags and go. And Kimberly said, yes, ma'am. So Kimberly went to do that. And Miss Deb followed her. And that's how it ends. But I don't understand Kimberly because she said she been to jail. I like, if you've been to jail, nothing should get to you. You survived jail. A lot of people don't make it up out of there. They die in there. I said you are blessed. For people who do their time and get up out of there, you are truly blessed to see that you can walk up out of there. A lot of people walk in and they do not walk out. They get carried out in a body bag. If Kimberly has been to jail, she should be able to survive anything. Nothing should be able to bother her. Not whispers, not working a job, not being catty. I'm like, you should be able to survive hell if you went to jail. I'm just saying. That's just my opinion. I think that's crazy. I like, if you've been to jail, everything else should be a walk in the park to you. Sometimes the road is not easy, okay? Life get hard sometimes. But in my opinion, rocky roads are just life lessons that are teaching you something. Rocky roads can teach us to be more humble, caring, loving, patience, forgiveness, or money management, child. Never give up on yourself and have fun. Forget what the outside world is saying about you and paint the town red with your hopes and dreams. The world say you can't, but God says you can. To this day, who report will you believe? I will believe the report of the Lord. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening. Have a great day.